y Radio Mi Favorita. Hoy más que nunca necesitamos estar unidos y bien informados.
Esto es un equipo y el equipo se llama Panamá.
El futuro del país está en la educación de nuestros jóvenes. El Ministerio de Educación ha lanzado diferentes proyectos educativos para que los estudiantes, profesores y padres de familia puedan acceder a estos recursos y sigan aprendiendo desde casa, como Ayudinga, Portal Educativo Educa Panamá, clases virtuales, foros educativos, capacitaciones para docentes, módulos didácticos, leemos un cuento y más de 300 cursos virtuales. Estas y otras iniciativas que impacten al país estaremos informando por SER TV. Con la visión de fortalecer la participación de los padres de familia y los integrantes de la comunidad educativa, escolar y regional, el Ministerio de Educación, en alianza con las emisoras comprometidos con la formación de todos los estudiantes a nivel nacional, ha creado el proyecto educativo Conéctate con la Estrella.
Hoy vamos a hablar de la comunicación para sexto grado.
Los números naturales son aquellos que nos permiten contar los elementos de un conjunto,
donde miles de niños y jóvenes se beneficiarán con las clases dictadas por profesores a través de la radio para estudiantes de primaria, premedia y media. Una alternativa educativa para los estudiantes que se encuentran en casa respetando la cuarentena por la pandemia del COVID-19. De esta manera, Meduca y estas emisoras garantizan que la educación no pare y que los estudiantes panameños no afecten su proceso de aprendizaje, llevando a los maestros hasta su hogar. Gracias a los 40 principales, Radio Panamá, Más Música, Radio Mía, RPC Radio, Telemetro Radio, Osana Capital, TVN Radio, Nacional, Crisol, Radio Hogar, Radio Católica, La Voz Sin Fronteras y Radio Mi Favorita.
Hello guys, welcome back. We got another interesting hour for 10th, 11th and 12th graders. Today we got another important day of learning English. Okay, very, very important. And Teacher Evelyn is not here, sadly, but we got our friend Teacher Arjona helping us today with this topic. Teacher Arjona.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is time for high school.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to be joining the high school team today. And definitely, guys, you're going to be enjoying these topics. Teacher Josita, she got a lot to offer today, and she's hoping you guys could participate and demonstrate your knowledge today.
Exactly. As Teacher Arjona said, we're going to be here teaching you important lessons that you can, take them and practice them, and also, improving your communicative skills. But before we start with 10th grade, we got Miss Arelis Fernandez. She is here giving us an important information. Miss
Thank
Fernandez.
you, Teacher Yosira. Contenta de estar con nuestros chicos de décimo grado en su clase de inglés, pero vamos a hacer un pequeño paréntesis antes de entrar a nuestra clase para compartir contigo un poquito acerca en un minuto para ti, en las cápsulas psicoemocionales, un poquito sobre la Convención de los Derechos de los Niños y las Niñas que se celebró la semana pasada, el 20 de noviembre, ya se cumplen 31 años, en donde de manera legal ya queda por escrito lo que son los derechos de nuestros niños y de nuestras niñas. En nuestro país es importante tener en cuenta que esto permite que sea una fraternidad entre los niños y las niñas del mundo, se promueve su bienestar social y cultural, y también nos recuerda que hay que seguir trabajando por aquellos niños que lamentablemente no tienen esas mismas condiciones y que viven en situaciones devastadoras. ¿Quiénes somos los responsables de cumplir con esos derechos de nuestros niños? En primer lugar está el Estado, que es importante que cree y está obligado a realizar lo que son programas sociales que permitan beneficiar a nuestros niños en temas de derecho a educación, de salud, de tener su identidad, de no ser discriminados. Pero también tenemos un compromiso en nuestras familias, en nuestras comunidades y en nuestros centros educativos de promover desde pequeños lo que son sus derechos. ¿Cómo podemos hacer algunas actividades si tenemos primitos, sobrinitos, hermanitos, vecinitos pequeños? Desde pequeños es importante que ellos conozcan cuáles son sus derechos. ¿Cómo pueden hacerlo con los niños? A través de dibujos, y también les comparto a través de videos, que también es muy interesante y es muy divertido para ellos, el poder que ellos conozcan el derecho a no ser maltratado, a poder tener sus recursos, a no ser abandonado. Eso es importante inculcárselo a nuestros niños, y les recomiendo el cuento de El Niño Gigante, que lo pueden ver por YouTube, donde tocan todos estos temas de los derechos. Así que, chicos, tengan pendiente y estén muy atentos a preservar los derechos de nuestros niños. Seguimos con mucho más.
Thank you, Ms. Arelis. Thank you for that information. Okay, we're going to start with 10th graders. Teacher Arjona, I don't know if you want to, greeting some people.
Of course, I want to welcome Mayacine, CL2, 7952, and Caitlin 4, and Carmen also here. All right?
Okay, thank you. Welcome back. So remember that you can practice your English. This is the moment that you can send your comments, your responses to the practices that we're going to present today. Also, we got WhatsApp, the number 6004-8182. Let's say again, 6004-8182. Okay, anything that you want to say or any greet that you want to send us, we're gonna be reading here. Panamanian cultural heritage. Panamanian cultural heritage, this is the topic for today. We got Panama's culture is a blend of African, American, Indian, North American, and Spanish influences. A lot of people, a lot of cultures here in our country, okay? The learning objective is to point out, you're going to be able to point out the importance of Panamanian cultural heritage. Also, to value the traditions of different regions of Panama, applying the grammar structures given. This is the objective that you're going to get after this topic, okay? Our favorite segment, Teacher Arjona.
Yeah, definitely.
Likes that. Did you know that Panama is one of the only countries in the Central and South American region with a large indigenous population? Wow, very interesting. A large indigenous population. Very good. What do you know? Let's know how much do you know about this topic, okay? Name some Panamanian handicrafts. Number 2, name traditional dances. Number 3, which Panamanian music do you remember? Panamanian music that you can mention. Also, name some Panamanian traditional food. Remember that you can send your responses through Instagram. Teacher Arjona is going to be reading your responses there. Anything that you want to say about our culture, handicrafts, traditional dances that you know from our country, Panamanian music that you remember, also Panamanian traditional food that you can name here, okay? Let's move on, and we got a vocabulary here, okay? Professor Arjona and Miss Fernandez are going to be helping me with the pronunciation. Also, remember that you can pronounce at home, okay? You can pronounce with us. Number 1, handicraft.
Handicraft.
Culture.
Culture.
Tradition.
Tradition.
Folklore.
Folklore.
Heritage.
Heritage.
Traditional food cuisine.
Traditional food cuisine.
Okay, we gotta practice, okay, about this vocabulary. Number 1, culture. Number 2, tradition. Number 3, folklore. Number 4, heritage. Number 5, traditional food cuisine. We got images A, B, C, D, E. And remember that you have to match the word with the image. You have to check out the image. If you consider that the image describes the word, so you can send us your responses. And you can say, for example, number 1, culture. What image do you consider describe the word culture? Okay? If you got any idea, you can send your responses. We're going to be reading them. Okay? And let's say again, for those who are just listening, the words culture, okay, tradition, folklore, heritage, traditional food, cuisine. These are the words that we are matching with the images. And remember, it's about it. It's about Panamanian culture, and anything that you want to say about that is important.
Yeah, teacher, here on Instagram, Luis said that number 5, it's A.
Number 5,
It's
traditional food cuisine. Yeah,
Exactly.
A. Very good. Thank you. Let's continue. And we got, what do you know about our cultural heritage? What do you know about our cultural heritage? Panama has different ethnic groups. Teacher Arjona, you want
Yeah.
to continue sending?
Selay says, I like sancocho.
I like sancocho. Great. I like sancocho too.
Me too, yeah.
It says Panama has different ethnic groups. Okay, let's talk about ethnic groups. Okay, we got number 1, Caucasian. These are people with white skin color, white color skin. Number 2, indigenous. These are people from different regions, native from different regions here in our country.
Teacher, you see that we have 1707 PTY. Folklore is a dance. Music could be Congo. And food is I like arroz con pollo.
Oh, very good.
Excellent, Mr.
Thank you.
1707
I like arroz
PTY.
con pollo too.
Yeah, you could also say to the arroz con pollo for a translation. We could say chicken rice.
Chicken rice, yeah. Okay. We got, talking about ethnic groups, we got Asian and also Afro-Panamanian, okay? These are the different ethnic groups that we can find in our country. Let's say again, Caucasian. Caucasian, these are white color skin. Number 2, indigenous. These are native people from different regions here in our country. Asian, okay? Also, we can say Chinese people. Sometimes we call it like this, Chinese. And number 4, Afro-Panamanian. Okay, these are ethnic groups that we can find in our country. Okay, talking about folk music, one person sent a response about that. We got cumbia, get that, calypso, el punto, and the famous reggae music. Okay, talking about Panamanian cuisine, we got, as you say, arroz con pollo or chicken rice. Number 2, sancocho. Number 3, fried pork. Number 4, plantain tart. Talking about folk dress, we got la pollera. We got the straw hat. We got the diablitos mask. And we got the Congo dress. Look at that. Have you worn a Congo dress?
I have worn one. I teacher, and I also danced, remember?
Oh yeah, that's that type of music that we like. Yeah, we got a thumb up and thumb down. Thumb up and thumb down. This is a practice that you have to send us your thumb up. Look at this, thumb up or thumb down. Okay, for something that you like or something you dislike. Okay, if you like, you send us a thumb up. If you dislike, you send us a thumb down. Teacher Arjona, you want to say something?
Yeah, speaking about food, because you were speaking about cuisine, Jay Said said, I like tamales.
I like them. Oh.
Excellent, Jay Said.
Tamales.
Yeah.
Why you said that response? Now I'm thinking about that.
I'm
That's-
starving, Jay Said,
yeah.
and you're speaking about food?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, like or dislike. Send us your thumb up or your thumb down. We got sancocho. What do you think, Miss Fernandez? Thumb up. Very good. Plantain tart.
Sorry.
I haven't tested it, so I have to put a thumb down. Arroz con pollo or chicken rice. What do you think, Miss Fernandez? Thumb up. Very good. Ropa vieja. What is that? Dirty clothes? What's that? Okay. Thumb down.
Yeah, for me, yeah.
And tamales. Jay Said, thumb up.
I was at 2 hands.
Yeah.
Teacher.
2 hands, yeah. You make me think about that, so okay.
Teacher, we have a response here. Mr. Sedley says rice. He likes rice with chicken, and also when you add raisins to the rice with chicken. Raisins.
Oh my God.
That's I'm hungry now.
Yeah, I don't like to talk about that when I don't have nothing to eat.
Okay.
Yeah, let's talk about grammar. We got punctuation rules for sentence and paragraph. So there are some punctuation rules that we have to take in consideration when we write a paragraph, not just words or connectors that we have to use in a paragraph, but also punctuation rules. We start with capitalization, proper nouns, name of people, places, brands. It must always be capitalized. When we write a name, the first letter has to be capitalized. For example, Raúl studies Panamanian heritage. Commas. We use commas too. It's important to use commas, okay? Teacher, you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to greet Molo Margarita, who just joined us. And
hello, Molo Margarita.
And
always joining the class. You have to participate.
Yeah, Molo Margarita, don't forget to participate. We're going to be waiting for your responses.
Send your responses.
Teacher, we also have 1707 about your previous activity of thumb up and thumb down. He said, rice with chicken, he says, thumb up, and ropa vieja, thumbs down.
Thumb down.
Thank you, Mr. PTY.
Yeah. Commas. When do we use commas? Okay, in a paragraph, use commas to separate items in a series. Do not use commas if the items are separated by an or nor. For example, my friends like salsa, comma, folk music, and rock. Also, colon or dos puntos. Okay, we call it like that in Spanish. Colon. Use a colon before a list of items. For example, in my province, there are many festivals, orange, comma, banana, and flowers. Okay? So these are punctuation rules that you have to take in consideration when you're writing a paragraph. We got to practice also. We got 2 sentences, but remember that you get access to this information through our Google Classroom. Okay? Let's see the password. It says JIHRZGW. Again, JIHRZGW. So this is the password in which you get access to the whole information that we are giving you right now, and you can solve the practice at home and also send us your responses through the Google Classroom, and we're going to respond to that. Teacher,
yeah, Mother Margarita sent a face with 2 hearts, and Professor, I think a person called Jenny also joined the class.
Okay, very good. We're coming with 11th grade and another interesting topic. We want you there. We want you to continue participating. Okay, so don't move, Teacher Arjona.
Don't go away.
Bye.
Con la visión de fortalecer la participación de los padres de familia y los integrantes de la comunidad educativa, escolar y regional, el Ministerio de Educación, en alianza con las emisoras comprometidos con la formación de todos los estudiantes a nivel nacional, ha creado el proyecto educativo Conéctate con la Estrella.
Hoy vamos a hablar de la comunicación para 6º grado.
Los números naturales son aquellos que nos permiten contar los elementos de un conjunto.
Donde miles de niños y jóvenes se beneficiarán con las clases dictadas por profesores a través de la radio para estudiantes de primaria, premedia y media. Una alternativa educativa para los estudiantes que se encuentran en casa respetando la cuarentena por la pandemia del COVID-19. De esta manera, Meduca y estas emisoras garantizan que la educación no pare y que los estudiantes panameños no afecten su proceso de aprendizaje, llevando a los maestros hasta su hogar. Gracias a los 40 principales, Radio Panamá, Más Música, Radio Mía, RPC Radio, Telemetro Radio, Osana Capital, TVN Radio, Nacional, Crisol, Radio Hogar, Radio Católica, La Voz Sin Fronteras y Radio Mi Favorita.
Merry Christmas!
Hello guys, welcome back. We are starting another interesting topic with 11th graders. So grab your pen, grab your notebook and everything, because you are about to learn some new vocabulary and grammar topic that you are going to practice for this class. Teacher Arjona is going to be here helping me with, reading the comments and anything that you want to send. Okay, responses to the practice and everything. Teacher Arjona, you want to say something?
Yeah, I just want to welcome those students who are just joining today. Thank you so much for being here. As Professor Josita already mentioned, you guys are killing it, but continue to doing so, and we're expecting you to participate, but most importantly, to take notes.
Exactly. Yeah, very important. But before we start, we want to listen to something very important that Miss Arelis Fernandez has to say.
Thank you, Teacher Yosira. Contenta compartir con nuestros chicos de 11º grado en su clase de inglés, pero antes de dar inicio, quiero compartir con nuestros chicos un tema muy importante que se estuvo celebrando. Ya cumplimos 31 años el 20 de noviembre de que se firmaron pues la Convención de los Derechos de nuestros niños y de nuestras niñas, pero queremos saber un poquitito, darles unos datitos de cómo está Panamá ante ese tema de los derechos de los niños y las niñas. Quiero compartirles que de acuerdo a un informe de UNICEF, en nuestro país han habido avances en cuanto a los temas de los derechos de nuestros niños. Por un lado, ha disminuido la tasa de mortalidad de nuestros niños menores de 5 años en un 60%, lo cual es muy significativo. De igual manera, también se han mantenido estables las puntuaciones en niños menores de 1 año en cuanto a la mortalidad y también en cuanto a la mortalidad materna, es decir, muertes de madres en periodo ya sea de embarazo o en el periodo de parto o puerperio, que es el periodo de recuperación que tienen todas las madres, también ha disminuido en casi un 30% en estos últimos años. Y eso es muy significativo porque las madres son representación de los derechos principales que van a tener nuestros niños y niñas. Y bueno, en Panamá también, como dato curioso, es interesante que el 90% de nuestros niños están en una cobertura educativa. Sin embargo, hay que trabajar un poquito más en el tema de la educación en premedia y media, que sí baja a un 52%. O sea que nos quiere decir que como país tenemos que seguir trabajando por seguir rescatando a nuestros muchachos y que tengan ese derecho pues a la educación. Sobre todo ahorita que con la crisis del COVID pues se ha vulnerado sobre todo en nuestra población de niños en áreas rurales y en el área pues indígena, que pues es importante que sigamos rescatando y sigamos luchando por los derechos de nuestros niños y que como país podamos crecer económicamente, pero también en cuanto a los derechos de nuestros niños. Así que quería compartir para reflexionar un poquitito y sigamos luchando por nuestros niños.
Thank you, Ms. Fernandez. Very good. We're going to start, Teacher Arjona, but if there are some people that we want to greet.
Of course, teacher, we got here Jenny, Noemi, OFC, and Lizzie, Christina also joining, J. Said, and PTY 707.
Very good. Thank you. We're going to start, as I said, 11th grade, but with something fun. I mean, let's have fun with tongue twister. What is a tongue twister? I mean, words joined together in order to create a message, but something particular about this word is that most of them got the same pronunciation. It's a similar pronunciation, so if we do it like in a fast way, so it's gonna be, hard for people to use those words and to say the words fast, okay? So let's practice this tongue twister that we got here. It says, a good cook could cook as much cookies as a good cook who could cook cookies. I don't know if you want to try. Someone?
I could.
Okay.
Do you want me to go fast or slow?
Fast as you can.
Okay. A good cook could cook as much cookies as a good cook who could cook cookies.
Oh, that's great. Better than me. Great job, Teacher Arjona. Excellent.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, so you can do it at home. Also, you can practice this tongue twister and also other tongue twisters that you can find on the internet. And this is very good, to practice pronunciation. So, Miss Fernandez, you want to try? No. Yes? Okay.
No pasa nada. Nos podemos equivocar.
Okay.
A good cook could cook as much cookies as a good cook could cook cookies.
Great. Excellent. That is very good. Okay. So let's start with our topic today, and it is about cultural diversity in Panama. Cultural diversity. And talking about that, we say cultural diversity is the existence of a variety of cultural or ethnic groups within a society. I wanted to listen to these keywords, ethnic group. This is what we're going to be practicing today. Talking about cultural or ethnic groups that we can find in our society, here in our country, in Panama, okay? Let's move on. We got the learning objective. We want to know what you're going to achieve after this topic, okay? You're going to be able to value the cultural diversity of our country, also to integrate and develop listening, speaking, reading, and writing skills to express ideas and opinions related to cultural and society issues. So these are the objectives. You're gonna be practicing, listening, all these skills, listening, speaking, reading, and writing, because you can text your messages through Instagram and WhatsApp. The number 60048182. This is the number that you can text us through WhatsApp, or if you got Instagram also, you can send your responses and comments. Let's move on, Teacher Arjona.
Yeah, we have some people joining teacher here. We have Melanie, Mikasa, and Sidiver. And yes, I said outstanding teacher Arielis for their tongue twister she was performing here.
Oh,
also.
yeah. Great.
Yeah.
And, got it fun now.
And teacher Janielis 8705 is asking what's the grade for this class? Which grade is it?
11th grade. 11th grade. This is the class for 11th grade. Okay. Let's move on. And we got, what do you know? Can you identify these ethnic groups? Can you identify these ethnic groups? We got 3 pictures here. Okay. For those who are just listening, we got 3 pictures. In picture number 1, we got a group of people these are native from some regions here in Panama, native people. In number 2, we got a group of people dancing Congo. And in number 3, we got a family, a husband and wife and 2 kids, okay? But something particular about that family is that they look like from USA, like from United States or Canada. I mean, they look like Americans. I mean, white skin color. And we got 3 words here. We got Caucasian, we got African descent, and we got indigenous. So as I describe the pictures, okay, you can tell us, okay, what ethnic group is, or can you describe or name the ethnic group that you see in the picture? Okay, Teacher Arjona?
Yes, teacher, we got a response on Instagram. Jessai says that number 1 is C and number 2 it's B.
Exactly, very good. Number 1 will be indigenous, number 2 African descent, and number 3,
he says number 3 it's A.
A, Caucasian. So Caucasian, these are white color skin, okay, people. Let's move on, and we got our favorite segment. Did you know that Panama has a cultural multiplicity? Okay, the constant presence of visitors and the blending of cultures from other parts of the world are reasons why we find different ethnic groups in our country. Visitors from all over the world, people who come here, and that is why we got a blending of cultures here. Also, Panama's population consists of 67% mestizos.
Wow.
Well, what is mestizos? Mestizos is the mixed race of Amerindian. When we say Amerindian, we say American Indians from America, and Caucasian. As we said, Caucasian. Someone texted us, Caucasian. These are white skin color people. Also, mulattoes. Mulattoes, mixed race, Caucasian and African descent, okay? When we mix Caucasian people with African descent, we get mulattoes, okay? Also, in our population, we got 14% African descent, 10% Caucasian, 6% of indigenous, and 3% of people from varied ethnic origins. Let's continue. We got the vocabulary here. Teacher Arjona and Miss Fernandez, as usual, they are gonna help me with the pronunciation of this word. Remember that you can pronounce this word at home, okay? Ethnic group.
Ethnic group.
Caucasian.
Caucasian.
Afro-descent.
Afro-descent.
Indigenous.
Indigenous.
Number 5, culture,
Culture.
languages,
Languages.
melting pot,
Melting pot.
heritage.
Heritage.
Talking about melting pot, we say a place where different people's styles are mixed together. Okay, an example of a sentence in which we can use melting pot, it says Yugoslavia was a melting pot of citizens who spoke different languages. So people from different ethnic groups can make a melting pot. Teacher Arjona.
Yeah, we got a response or a comment, I would say, on Instagram. Jessa said that in Panama, we have, or there are people who have a lot of different accents when speaking.
Yeah, different accents. That is true. And it's part of the culture of each person. Exactly. Very good. But what is an ethnic group? Let's see the definition of an ethnic group, okay? Related to or characteristic of a large group of people who have the same national, racial, or cultural origins, and who usually speak the same language. So this is the definition for ethnic groups. So remember the key words: characteristic of a large group of people who have the same national, racial, and cultural origins. So that is the heritage of those people, okay? Let's move on. Talking about continuing with ethnic groups, we got Caucasian, the definition of Caucasian. A common word to refer to people of European origins or people who are white skin color, okay? Indigenous, a person who is native to an area or who naturally belongs there. Afro-Panamanian, a common word to refer to people of African descent who were born in Panama. So think about the ethnic group, your ancestors. You can say if you got Caucasian, indigenous, or Afro-Panamanian. I would say Afro-Panamanian in my case. I don't know, Teacher Arjona.
I would say the same, yeah.
Yeah. Very good. We got to practice talking about ethnic groups and the definitions that we have been seeing here. Let's read some statements and you have to text us the word that describes that definition, okay? We got number 1. The variety of cultural or ethnic groups within a society. So what is that? A, ethnic group, or B, cultural diversity. Let's read again. The variety of cultural or ethnic groups within a society, it's A, ethnic group, or cultural diversity. The variety of cultural or ethnic groups. Number 2, a large group of people who have the same national, racial, or cultural origins. Okay, we mentioned those statements before, so you have to tell us what do you remember is referring to, okay? A large group of people who have the same national, racial, or cultural origins. What is that? Ethnic group or cultural diversity. Number 3, a person who is native to an area or who naturally belongs there. A person who is native, look at the keyword, native to an area or who naturally belongs there. That is the definition of a Caucasian, or A, Caucasian, or B, indigenous. Number 4, people of European origins or people who are white. People who are white, what is that? Afro descent or Caucasian. And number 5, people of African descent who were born in Panama. People of African descent who were born in Panama. We got two options, Caucasian or Afro descent. So you can send your responses there. I don't know, Teacher Arjona, if we got something to say.
Yeah, we do. We have kind of a battle. People are fighting to get responses here.
Okay.
And I would like to read. Mr. Selay says 3B, and then Jesai says 3B.
Very good.
But Mr. Lace says I win because he said it first.
Okay.
And then Jesai says that 4 is B. But then we have another person entering in scenario fighting too, but with
Okay.
all the answers.
Yeah.
And PTY says
A lot of
one,
competitors.
a lot of competitors. We have to give out something. He says 1 is cultural diversity, 2 is ethnic group, 3 indigenous, 4 Caucasian, 5 Afro-descent, and he said it's hard this practice, but he made it.
Okay, thank you. Wow, well done. Great job. Okay, very good. We got useful expressions. Talking about culture, we got expressions that we can use in order, to express ideas related to this topic. Okay, we got number 1. I love my culture. Look at that. I love my culture. Okay, that's very nice. Number 2. We welcome people from all over the world. We welcome people from all over the world. Number 3, she speaks 3 languages. She speaks 3 languages. Number 4, very important, the Black ethnicity is celebrated on May 30th. The Black ethnicity is celebrated on May 30th. And number 5, Panamanian food is delicious, which is really, really correct. I mean, Panamanian food is delicious. So these are expressions that we can use in order to talk about this topic. Let's see grammar, okay? When we want to ask questions about culture, okay, for example, about indigenous area, we want to know where those areas are. Also, about food, okay, we have to use double H words, like what, where, when, why, okay? And let's see this question. Where are the gunas located? Where are the gunas located? And number 2, what do they eat? What do they eat? So according to this, when we ask questions, okay, using double H word, we have to use it at the beginning of the question. Then, if we are using verb to be, we have to use the verb to be after the double H word and then the subject, okay? Then the subject, after the subject, we go with the predicate or the complement of the question. Teacher Arjona?
Yeah, teacher, there's a student here, 1707, that now that you're speaking about languages using the common expressions, he wrote a sentence using actually one of the expressions. He said, I would like to speak 3 languages.
Very good.
Excellent.
That's great. I got so smart students today. So, as I said, these are questions using double H word. Where are the gunas located? Another example of a question using auxiliaries like do or does, it says, what do they eat? So as you can see, using this question or asking this question, we have to use the double H word first, then the auxiliary, then the subject, then the verb. But when we are going to respond to the question, we have to use first the subject, then the verb. For example, where are the gunas located? They are located in Comarca Gunayala. What do they eat? They eat tulemasi. Oh, what is that? Tulemasi? What is that? It's jams with fish, something like that?
Fish with yuca.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. Excellent. And we got to practice. We got to practice in which you have to use the double H word to complete the sentence, to complete the question, why, when, what, who, where, and also to respond these questions according to important information that we all know here in Panama. This is the practice that you're going to do after we finish the class, and then in order to practice this interesting topic. You did a great job, Teacher Arjona. These students are great. Thank you for coming to our class. You did a great job. Teacher Arjona.
Yeah, we have one response. Just like it says, 1, it's where.
Where are the gunas located? Very good.
And PTY says Tulemasi is really good. You have to try it.
You have to try. Okay, I will. Okay.
He's suggesting you to try it.
Okay, I will. Thank you for coming. Thank you. But stay because we're coming with 12th grade. Okay, bye-bye and take care.
Con la visión de fortalecer la participación de los padres de familia y los integrantes de la comunidad educativa, escolar y regional, el Ministerio de Educación, en alianza con las emisoras comprometidos con la formación de todos los estudiantes a nivel nacional, ha creado el proyecto educativo Conéctate con la Estrella.
Hoy vamos a hablar de la comunicación para sexto grado.
Los números naturales son aquellos que nos permiten contar los elementos de un conjunto.
Donde miles de niños y jóvenes se beneficiarán con las clases dictadas por profesores a través de la radio para estudiantes de primaria, premedia y media. Una alternativa educativa para los estudiantes que se encuentran en casa respetando la cuarentena por la pandemia del COVID-19. De esta manera, Meduca y estas emisoras garantizan que la educación no pare y que los estudiantes panameños no afecten su proceso de aprendizaje, llevando a los maestros hasta su hogar. Gracias a los 40 principales, Radio Panamá, Más Música, Radio Mía, RPC Radio, Telemetro Radio, Osana Capital, TVN Radio, Nacional, Crisol, Radio Hogar, Radio Católica, La Voz Sin Fronteras y Radio Mi Favorita.
I have to say that music makes me feel like, like I wanna, cry and sing and, all those things that make you, to remember when you are with your family and everything. That's a very nice music. Thank you. Okay, so we're coming with 12th graders. Another interesting topic for today about global warming, something very important. I mean, Teacher Arjona was talking before, 9th grade, about ecology, and now we're gonna talk about global warming, something that a topic that we have to pay, attention, because in the future, it might be a very huge problem, okay? Teacher Arjona, I don't know if you wanna greet some people.
Oh, for sure. There are many people joining, teacher. By the way, we got Chelsea, J. Said, 1707 PTY. We have many people joining here. Excellent. Welcome.
Hello. But before we start with this topic, let's listen to Miss Arelis Fernandez, who are here, as always, helping us with the topics. Thank you, Miss Fernandez.
Thank you, teacher Yosira. Contenta de compartir con nuestros teachers hoy viernes y nuestros chicos de 12º grado, ya graduandos. Ya se van a graduar, pues, todos de sexto año, Dios primero. Y quiero compartir con ustedes, chicos, que ayer estuvimos celebrando el Día Internacional de las Personas con Discapacidad, el 3 de diciembre. Y es importante esta fecha y esta celebración porque su objetivo es promover los derechos y el bienestar de las personas pues, que tengan alguna discapacidad, ya sea sensorial, física, intelectual, e insertarlos en la sociedad y en su desarrollo, que no haya barreras. En nuestro país, en temas de discapacidad, pues tenemos actualmente la Ley 15 del 31 de mayo del 2016, que es una ley que permite la equiparación de oportunidades y cumple de hecho con lo que hemos estado hablando a lo largo de toda la semana de la Convención de los Derechos de nuestros niños y niñas, porque de algún lado garantiza pues ese derecho a la vida, a la supervivencia, al desarrollo, a la no discriminación, porque es decir, estamos tratando de que se inserten en diversas labores y que puedan demostrar que pueden contribuir muchísimo en nuestro país, y también vela por el interés superior de nuestros niños. A todos nuestros padres les queremos dar algunas recomendaciones. Si tienen hijos con alguna condición de discapacidad, es importante que se informen, que conozcan sobre la condición, porque de esta manera los puede ayudar a ustedes a sobrellevar y a manejar muchísimo mejor las situaciones que se puedan presentar. También es importante que acudan a programas de beneficios y de apoyo. Está la Secretaría Nacional de Discapacidad y el Senadis. Están en nuestros centros escolares también apoyo con docentes especiales, con todo lo que es el equipo de gabinete, psicopedagógico, equipo SAE, para apoyar a nuestros niños que puedan tener alguna dificultad. Importante también que informen a los profesores, que ellos sepan pues de la condición, para que sean aliados también en el apoyo que requieran y las adecuaciones que requieran nuestros chicos. Buscar actividades, no aislarlos, sino que puedan socializar de alguna forma, que puedan tener mascotas, porque a veces socializan con niños un poquito menores, porque es bueno que tengan un nivel de protagonismo y que ellos se sientan también partícipes, y lo más importante es que nuestros papás reconozcan en sus hijos que también tienen capacidades y habilidades. Hay que ver en qué áreas también se destacan para potenciárselas muchísimo más. Así que de esta manera reconocemos la importancia y validamos el apoyo que se requiere para nuestras personas con discapacidad. Seguimos con mucho más de nuestras clases de inglés.
Hello. Thank you, Ms. Fernandez, for this important information. Teacher Arjona, I don't know if you want to greet some people.
Yeah, we have people, Melanie joining, Ajani, Pinto also, Chelsea, 1707, PTY, and Jesaid, and so other people joining also.
Okay. As I said before, we're talking about a very interesting topic, an important topic that we have to take in consideration nowadays, global warming, okay? Our lifestyle may be more or less respectful with the environment, okay? Remember, environment, everything that is around us, okay? Depending on the resources we spend and the ways we produce, the way we move, the food we eat, the clothes we wear, or our consumption influences natural resources. So everything that we do is important in order to preserve, to take care of our nature, okay? It's very, very important. The learning objective, what you're gonna get after this class, to use vocabulary related to global warming, its effects and measures, also to express idea related to environmental issues and solutions. So think about the solutions that you can do in order to stop global warming. And we got the question here, what can you do to stop global warming? What can you do to stop global warming? Even though we see this topic like something like, okay, government or other people are in charge of that, but it's not true. Okay, we as people, we got also a responsibility with this topic. Okay, write three things you can do to stop global warming. Okay, remember that you can text us through Instagram and WhatsApp. The number 6004-8182. Let's say again, 6004-8182. So if you don't have Instagram, you got WhatsApp. You can send your responses as well, okay? Let's move on. And we got a vocabulary as usual. Miss Fernandez and Teacher Arjona are gonna help me with the pronunciation of words. And remember, you at home can pronounce this word in order to practice your pronunciation, okay? Number one, global warming.
Global warming.
Fossil fuel.
Fossil fuel.
Renewable energy.
Renewable energy.
Ecosystem.
Ecosystem.
Pollution.
Pollution.
Climate change.
Climate change.
Wildlife.
Wildlife.
Biodiversity.
Biodiversity.
Chemical spills.
Chemical spills.
Deforestation.
Deforestation.
Okay. As we talk about global warming, let's say, Teacher Arjona.
Yeah, we got a response from your previous question, teacher. So we have Mr. 1707 who says, to be an eco-friendly person is a way to protect. I think you were asking for that question before.
Yeah, well, that's great. Thank you. Talking about global warming. Global warming is the unusually rapid increase in Earth's average surface temperature over the past century, primarily due to greenhouse gases released by people burning fossil fuels, okay? So when we release fossil fuels, it make the Earth's average surface temperature, to be higher as usual. So that is why it may cause global warming. Okay. Effects that scientists had predicted in the past will result from global climate change are now occurring. Loss of sea ice, very important. Loss of sea ice in places like in Alaska. We're having this situation. Maybe you can see that like, oh, it's far away from me, but it's not. Accelerate sea level rise and longer. More intense heat waves. More intense heat waves. And we're living this with tsunamis and things that we have seen happening in other places, okay? And we have to take care of that. We have to pay attention to that topic. Teacher Arjona, you want to say something?
Yeah, Mr. Jesaid said, do not cut the trees because we should avoid the deforestation.
I can see that Jay Said is really worried about the trees.
He's eco-friendly.
Yeah, eco-friendly. Yeah, oh, I like that. Eco-friendly, yeah.
Good friendly person, yeah. He's always taking care of the environment.
That's great.
I asked him to create a campaign.
Yeah, he should. He should. Scientists agree that today's warming is primarily caused by humans putting too much carbon in the atmosphere. Like when we choose to extract and burn coal, oil and gas, or cut down and burn forest. Teacher Arjona was talking in a previous class, ninth grade, about when we use public transportation, even though we think like I prefer to have a car, but it's better to use public transportation in order not to do this, burn coal, oil, and gas. It's something that is bad for the environment, for trees, as Jay Said was mentioning.
Exactly.
So it's important to know that. Let's say most important effects of global warming. Which are those effects that we can see from global warming? We got warmer temperatures, disease spread, talking about the pandemic, the virus, disease spread, stronger heat waves, glacier melting, okay, glacier melting, se está derritiendo los glaciares, most dangerous hurricanes, very important, ecosystem change, so our ecosystem is changing too. All those things due to the global warming. Let's practice. Let's read each statement. Tell us if it's true or false. We got here Miss Fernandez, who can help us with the responses here. She's learning vocabulary. She's, practicing with the reading and everything. Okay, number 1. Global warming is produced by the increase in Earth's average surface temperature. True or false? Let's say again. Global warming is produced by the increase in Earth's average surface temperature. Number 2. The loss of sea ice is good for the environment. Is it good, the loss of sea ice? True or false? You can tell your responses. The ecosystem is not changing because of climate change. The ecosystem is not changing because of climate change. And number 4, glacier melting is occurring due to warmer temperatures. Glacier melting is occurring due to warmer temperatures. Teacher Arjona, I don't know if you wanna.
No, there are some students participating, asking questions each other now. That's okay. Excellent.
Like, for example, can you say an example?
Well, there was sending some stickers like they're happy and celebrating for the class.
Yes.
Yeah, they're happy, really happy.
Good. Okay.
We have, but by the way, we are getting responses. We have Celeste, not number 4. It's true.
At number 4, it's true. Yeah, glacier melting is occurring due to warmer temperatures. Very good. Okay.
Excellent.
Remember, you can send your responses to those that we got on a screen. Okay. How can you stop global warming? Let's see, what can we do in order to stop global warming? We received some messages from people, sending ideas about how to stop global warming. Let's see some here. We got use public transportation. Also, save energy. Teacher Arjona was talking about that. Also, we have to use the sunlight, not to be like with the lights on the whole day. That is not good for the environment. Try to consume less meat. Okay? We have to eat vegetables, eat fruit. Okay? But we have to avoid eating meat. Also, reduce and reduce water consumption, Teacher Arjona.
Teacher, speaking about it, we have Luis saying that we can stop it by planting more trees, but we also have 1707 saying, due to global warming, Panama is hotter than 10 years old, my opinion.
Okay.
I agree.
Good. Yeah, I agree too.
Good comparative form.
Yes. Right. Also, inform and educate others. That is the same advice that you were saying to Jay Said.
The campaign?
Yeah, the campaign. That is, to inform and educate others about the importance of planting trees. Yeah.
We have Sele says, participate to be a volunteer to clean beaches and rivers. But we have Jay Said also saying, apart from Mr. Lays, that do not leave the devices chargers plugged. I think he means like don't throw it away or something like
energy, saving energy.
Saving energy, yeah.
That is the point.
Solar panels.
Yeah, exactly. That's very good. Thank you. Oh my God, you're giving us
this is a battle.
Ideas. I mean,
the campaign already started.
Yeah, great. Okay, we got our thumb up and thumb down. Teacher Evelyn loves this practice. Thumb up, thumb down. She likes that, okay? Miss Fernandez likes that too. Thumb up, thumb down. We got 2 pictures here. We got 4 pictures, okay? And we have to see in the picture if the thing that the person is doing is correct or not. So we're gonna say it by sending a thumb up or a thumb down, okay? Number 1, in the picture we see a person eating meat. The person is eating meat, okay? Do you consider that like something good or something bad? Something good for the environment, okay? Eating meat, thumb up or thumb down? Miss Fernandez, thumb down. Okay. Number 2, it's a girl eating vegetables and fruits. What do you think? Good? Thumb up. Yeah. Number 3, we got we see a sink, a faucet, dripping water. Okay. So is that correct or not? Thumb down. Okay. If we finish using the water, we have to turn off the faucet. Okay. Number 4, we see water, reusing water. People reusing water in order, to use for another purpose, okay? So is that thumb up or thumb down? Thumb up. Very good. Excellent. Okay, we got another practices, but remember that you got access to our Google Classroom platform, okay? Here you can see everything that we have taught in class and the practices that you can solve also. Okay, we got the password JIHRZGW. Let's say again, JIHRZGW. Okay, excellent class. I want to congratulate those who are there, always responding, texting us their comments. Great job. Okay, we're very, very glad to have you, and when we finish, I'm gonna miss you guys a lot. Okay, Teacher Ahona, you want to say something?
Yeah, we still have people sending responses like 1 thumb down, 2 thumb up, 2, 3 thumb down, and 4 thumb up. Well, time is up for this.
We have created kind of a competition.
A competition, yeah. Time is up for these outstanding students. You guys killed it today.
Yeah. Very good. So remember, next class, we're going to continue teaching you important topics for you to increase your English communicative skill. Bye-bye and take care.
Take care, guys.
Conéctate con Estrella, es el proyecto de todos. Y si cantamos a coro todo el mundo. Edúcate, edúcate, edúcate. Conéctate, conéctate, conéctate. Somos el futuro de la patria.